Good evening. Good evening. I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna weigh in on something because I tell you, I have never, I don't think in my lifetime, seen such a powerful display of masculinity than I've ever seen before with the people that make this disabled man Bill rub feces all over his body. I mean, when I saw that, I was just emboldened and empowered with a sense of um, ineffectualness in my own being because, here I thought I was an alpha dude, right? Like, man, in the separation of what's beta and what's alpha is like, what I'm saying? Beta men, they do what they can. Alpha men, we do what we want, right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, the masculinity it must take to hide behind a screen like a coward. You understand me? On a Friday night where you should be with your chick. we know, we know it. These gentlemen so masculine, they don't even need women. You hear me? They only need them. So I'm watching this video with some of the gals, and I literally seen about less than 2 minutes of it. And I was just like, wow, I have pulled up short with all of my manliness. I mean, I am lacking in so many ways. I wish that I was so cool that I could, you know what I'm saying, that I could abuse a disabled man online that's had his head split to the white meat and have him rub feces all over him. Like, what am I doing with my life? You hear me? Like, man, there's definitely levels to this stuff. Like, it's tiered, right? You got beta, and they basically just, they just reside in and consume everything on the bottom, right? But then you have like your alpha guys, and then you have like the super apex alpha, right? The ones that can walk a mostly blind disabled man through, the next day after getting his head split wide open, you know what I'm saying? Lead him into wiping feces on his body. Like that is such a powerful, bold statement. Like I'm guessing these guys, like they just have their pick of the women. You know what I mean? Like they just got they just got women beating down their doors, and instead they're like, no, we're just gonna stream online and and victimize this disabled man, right? Like that's way more fun than having a beautiful woman on your arm or even a homely one, right? For that matter. Like, um, I really like shouts out to them. You hear me? Like that is a super powerful statement. And, yeah, like I'm just I don't know whatever will I do with my masculinity. You hear me? Like no tattoos or no badassery could ever top that. You know what I'm saying? Like so, shouts out to y'all because that's some super tough stuff to do. Like that's not low hanging fruit at all. You know, and hopefully everyone in your family, like they bow to the power of your masculinity as well. You know, meanwhile, like, being a ladies' man, what is that? You understand me? Who needs to be a ladies' man when you could just toil with Bill, right? Like, you know, um, the devil is a lie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna really have to, I guess, take myself to church or find me some super beta male friends to hang out with so they can show me the ropes on how to do that because, man, that's super attractive looking, like, so yeah, it is what it is. I think that when we look at the situation as a whole, I don't know the history of this gentleman. And being that he's disabled, it sort of seems automatically like a qualifier to be victimized on the internet, right? Because they not gonna they not gonna trick nobody else into doing that, right? For real. So um, I think overall what it is it's the chase that beta males feel compelled or driven towards. It's the chase to have any sort of power, even if it's just an online pseudo power, right? They're so lacking in their own masculinity, in their own manhoods, that what they would do is they would feel they would feel qualified, I guess. They would feel like they really doing something. They would feel accomplished, I guess one could say, right? There has to be a supreme level of accomplishment that comes with this because why else would you do it, right? I mean, you do it because you like it. You do it because it feels good. They do it because any woman, if there were a woman they ever approached, which I'm guessing in that beta pool, they're scared of women, right? They're not scared of Bill, but they're scared of the women in the world. They're scared to be vulnerable. They're scared of sex. You hear me? They're scared of sex, right? So the way that they get their jollies is by proving to the world how super beta gangster they are because they hide online in internet Discord servers and do these things, right? Um, these fools, these fools are scared of the Tinder app. You hear me? Scared of it, right? So, anyways, that's my 2 cents for what it's worth. Keep your head up, Bill. Keep your head up. It will get better. It will get better. And, hopefully there's even just one person in your life that could steer you away from all of this because as I understand all of this, it's a chemical issue, right? It's a chemical issue when people come to the internet and they do their dirty deeds on the internet, right? The chemical release that you get from that is just awe consuming, right? So instead of doing an illicit street drug, they maybe do those too. They come on here and they get their feel good dopamine endorphin release by toying with this man, right? So I think that it's probably a developing situation. Like it ain't over with yet. You hear me? Like I think it's just getting started, right? I think that Bill has probably experienced the worst of it, but there's just no good way. Yeah, you hear me? So, hey, keep up the good work, gentlemen. Yeah. Nothing says I never want to have sex in my life like making a disabled man rub feces all over his stitches in his body. Mm-hmm.